Hi, my name is Mike. This is part 2 of Even Spirit-Filled Followers of God Can Fall Away. I was reading about King Solomon, how he fell away eventually later in life. 1 Kings 11, 1 to 13. King Solomon, however, loved many foreign women, besides Pharaoh's daughter, Moabites, Ammonites, Sodomites and Hittites, and they were from nations about which the Lord had told the Israelites, you must not intermarry with them, because they will surely turn your hearts after their gods. Nevertheless, Solomon held fast to them in love. He had 700 wives of royal birth and 300 concubines. His wives led him astray. As Solomon grew old, his wives turned his heart after other gods, and his heart was not fully devoted to the Lord his God, as the heart of David his father had been. He followed Ashtaroth, the goddess of the Sidonites, and Molech, the detestable god of the Amorites. So Solomon did evil in the eyes of the Lord. He did not follow the Lord completely, as David his father had done. On the hill east of Jerusalem, Solomon built a high place for Chemosh, the detestable god of Moab, and Molech, the detestable god of Amorites. He did the same for all his foreign wives, who burned incense and offered sacrifice to their gods. The Lord became angry with Solomon because his heart had turned away from the Lord, the God of Israel, who had appeared to him twice. Although he had forbidden Solomon to follow other gods, Solomon did not keep the Lord's command. So the Lord said to Solomon, since this is your attitude, and you have not kept my covenant and my decrees, which I commanded you, I will most certainly tear the kingdom away from you and give it to one of your subordinates. And it carries on if you want to read more about that. So basically, Solomon, late in life, fell away. So again, another spirit-filled follower of God fell away. Also in scriptures, 1 Peter 5:8, be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. He doesn't care about unsaved people. He's after the saved to make them fall away. And also another two people of God that fell away was Ananias and Sapphira, which I'll read in Acts chapter 5. So in Acts chapter 5, it talks about two spirit-filled followers of God turning away, doing wrong. Now a man named Ananias, together with his wife Sapphira, who also sold a piece of property with his wife, full knowledge, he kept back part of the money for himself, but brought the rest and put it in the apostles' feet. Then Peter said, Ananias, how is it that Satan has so filled your heart that you have lied to the Holy Spirit and have kept for yourself some of the money you received for the land? Didn't it belong to you before it was sold? And after it was sold, wasn't the money at your disposal? What made you think of doing such a thing? You have not lied just to human beings, but to God. When Ananias heard this, he fell down and died, and great fear seized all who heard what had happened. Then some young men came forward, wrapped up his body, and carried him out and buried him. After about 3 hours later, his wife came in, not knowing what had happened. Peter asked her, tell me, is this the price you and Ananias got for the land? Yes, she replied, that is the price. Peter said to her, how could you conspire to test the Spirit of the Lord? Listen, the feet of the men who buried your husband are at the door, and they will carry you out also. At that moment she fell down at his feet and died. Then the young men came in and found her. Finding her dead, carried her out and buried her beside her husband. Great fear seized the whole church, and all heard about these events. They had God's Holy Spirit. So thinking that you are sealed and cannot fall away is a lie from Satan. God has you in the palm of his hand, but you can fall away and walk off that palm. Remember in Acts 5:3, Peter said, Ananias, how is it that Satan has filled your heart, that you have lied to the Holy Spirit and have kept for yourself some of the money you received from the land? Right, I'll carry on the next part. God bless. Bye bye.